Stevie Saganski, member and friend of the Texas Blockchain Council. And we are going to be talking today a little bit about the TSTC program that you're working on, some of the stuff you're doing with Rhodium. But I wanted to just take a step back first and ask you, how did you get in this space?
So I've been in related or trading Bitcoin since about early 2017, so a little bit late in the game. Started small like most people do, trading. Got burned real bad with a couple of the things that happened, so learned some really hard, valuable lessons like we all did. But I saw all the upside, and I got incredibly interested in it. It really took fruition when I met our Rhodium's CEO, or president, I should say, Nathan Nichols. I met him, and we talked about it for an entire weekend, just Bitcoin business, and it's actually a pretty funny story. He offered me the job the day we met. And then he had to take it back because he wasn't operations, and it was a fun conversation. So I've been with Rhodium for 2 years and 3 months now. I was the 10th employee, started out of our Rockdale facility, and now I am the site manager of our Temple facility.
And how many employees do you have now?
So we are around about 80 employees overall.
Great growth. And for our viewers that may not be familiar with Rhodium, what can you tell us about the company?
Oh man, I can tell you that it's a Texas, Austin-based Bitcoin mine.
Nice. Immersion or air-cooled or?
Both, mainly immersion.
Okay. Very fun. And so you started with Bitcoin, but then you ended up in mining.
Yes.
And did you have the technical training yourself, or did you have to kind of learn as you went along?
So I started as a junior miner maintenance technician with zero experience in mining, and through Rhodium's training was taught and a lot of self-learning of mining and what blockchain is and all the technology and how to repair miners. But I actually had experience in managing, mainly with managing large teams and also managing diversity. So I had a lot of experience with like Six Sigma, problem solving, critical eye thinking, etc.
That's such a value to a company. That's not always easy to get. So real value add. So tell us a little bit about the program that you're helping Texas State Technical College with to train miners. Is that correct? How did that come about?
So hard to put a date on it, but I'd say maybe like 6 months or so ago, our head of HR invited TSTC to tour our facility in Temple. And as the site manager, I was project coordinator at that time. I do a lot of, if not all, the tours for the Temple facility. And so I was on that tour. I showed them around, explained all the technical mumbo jumbo of Bitcoin mining to people who had no idea what it looked like, which is always a really fun experience to see people kind of like get to see the amazing, at scale, large scale mining facilities for the first time. So that was a very, very cool experience to show them. And that led into longer conversations. TSTC was already interested in that time creating a Bitcoin curriculum. And they reached out a couple months afterwards for help on building the curriculum.
Wow.
And I like jumped on that opportunity. I think it's a really cool project to have a certified Bitcoin technician that's hireable. Hopefully the TBC name behind that certification carries a lot of weight. So ideally across the nation would be a huge benefit to, I think, the community as a whole. So I jumped on that opportunity, helped them, advise on the curriculum a little bit. And then I also started talking to my executive team about a possible donation. There's a lot of miners when you're at this scale, and there's, the company as a whole has like large ambitions of doing good and doing great things for communities. So I reached out to the executive team, and they were more than happy to assist me on the project.
It is such a service. There is such a need for this. And to have a state accredited college like Texas State Technical College, I think it's a real game changer.
Yeah.
Something that can be hopefully duplicated all over the state and the nation. So thank you for that. And I had the privilege of going down there with you on that tour. It's so fun. The classrooms with the heads of the pneumatic tools, and then you have the welding classroom. And are you going to take the class? Are you going to teach the class?
If I can get the time off of operations, it's going to be difficult as a site manager to really separate from the site for 2 weeks. I'm going to try to join in virtually as much as I can, because that's another cool thing. It's a fully immersed virtual class as well. So like instructors and industry leaders can actually join in and have their own little like teaching session. You know, if Marshall wants to hop in and give a lesson about PCB boards, which can be useful for repairs, like he'd be able to do that, which is really cool. So I'm going to join as much as I can virtually, and I'm going to try to be there as much as I can in person as well.
I love that because there's so much knowledge in the space. Again, this is one of the reasons I love the Bitcoin community so much, because it's some of the most intelligent people that I've ever met. They're engaged, they're paying attention to the world, and they're all giving their skills, giving their talent to make the network better. So I love that people will be able to zoom in from all over and offer their expertise.
Yeah.
Which is, it's so at the heart of Bitcoin in every way, right? Yeah. Everybody's helping each other to,
it's the consensus.
Exactly. Exactly.
So the miner donation that we did, a really cool program through TBC Foundation. One of the first, I think, nonprofit charitable donations of mining equipment.
Yes.
It's a
the 501c3 that
Yes.
Steve Kennard founded to enable people to make donations
Yep.
and have them be a tax write-off.
Yep. Yeah, so there is, an incentive to kind of want to do this and help the community, which I think is great. It's a great vehicle for making good things happen.
Yes.
And I love that was already something that right at the time of the actual donation was just finalized. It couldn't have aligned better.
Wow. So the first one.
Yeah. As far as I'm aware, as far as we're aware, I believe so, yeah.
Hopefully not the last.
No, I don't think so. I think that this is going to create a lot of, like skilled candidates that are going to excel in the field. They don't need any experience coming into the program, so it's no experience of mining or Bitcoin related anything, no prior prerequisites for certifications or college degrees. It's anybody off the street who wants to learn about Bitcoin can sign up for the class. I shouldn't speak too much on that. The first one's coming up. I believe that one's all spoken for.
And that one we've got sponsorship for, right? So the people coming into that one are not going to have to pay for that.
I believe so, but
And-
don't quote me on that.
I think that there's different mining companies as well that would
Yeah,
like
people want to send
to
like
get their people in.
yeah, quite a few companies want to send their techs that they already have to get this training.
Yep. Well, I have to say, I would love to join the class myself, and I know that our hope is that it'll eventually grow. I know that the TSDC has satellite sites everywhere, so obviously I probably won't go out to a mining job anytime soon, so probably prioritize the people that are actually going to, but all of us at the TBC are like, I want to take the course, I want to take the course.
I
So
think it'd be
we're
very
hoping.
beneficial. It goes over not just how to be a miner repair tech, but how to and why, like why Bitcoin matters, what it does in the local communities, in the larger community of Bitcoin, energy grids. It goes over quite a few things. So I think it's very beneficial from a knowledge gain perspective, even if you're not intending on going into the field of miner repair.
Excellent. Well, hey, Stevie, thank you so much for taking the time with me today. And where can people get a hold of you?
So you can reach me at Stevie Saganski at rhdm.com. That's STEVIE-SAGANSKI at rhdm.com. And I'm free whenever. Shoot me an email. I'll be happy to respond.
Great. Well, thanks again. And thank you to all our viewers. Like, subscribe, follow us to receive more content like this. Thanks everyone for watching our video. Had a blast here at Empower. And if you want to learn more about what we're doing at the Texas Blockchain Council, I invite you to like, subscribe, and follow us for more content. See you next time.